My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
Quick and fast, and in a flash, we're on to the penultimate race on this global team horse racing event, the first of its kind, race number 7, 1600 meters. It's a global team horse racing, merit-rated 75 handicap. We'll bring up the field and we'll tell you who are the KZN boys this time around. Number 1, Trade War, KZN. We then move along to number 5, Forest Jump, KZN, 6, Double Martini, KZN, and 8, Master of Law, KZN. Before we even touch on this field, Paul, I just want to briefly touch on this. We know horse racing to be an individual sport when it comes to jockeys. Now we have a team situation. It's 4 against 4 in the respective races. Tactics, jockeys are not discussing tactics in the jockey room because they have their plan of action. They walk into the parade ring, they're going to have a chat to the trainer, they get the instructions there, and boom, away they go. Now you have a situation where 4 guys are part of a team. Now, is this going to influence the way races are going to be run?
Well, can you imagine Cookie Whitehead walking in, coming to the last race and saying, come on guys, I'm club captain or team captain, get our heads together here, how are we going to race this? That'll never happen.
Yeah.
Because they're answering to owners and trainers and things like that. But they're racing as a team. They're racing in a group where they say we've got to...
You think there'll be more forgiveness in a race for, giving a guy a chance to get a gap on a position on the rail if he's your team member?
That's why global team horse racing, they put good money into it.
Yes.
So there's no chance of that coming into it. You're riding and you're going to get X amount for 3rd or 4th. You're not letting Muzi, Yanni in or whoever the rider might be. You're riding to win.
Yes.
That he happens to be a teammate is just a bonus.
I would presume, prior to the race meeting, they'll be briefed on this type
They'll be briefed about things.
Because it's under NHA rules.
It's regulated. It's completely regulated,
Yes.
So there's no chance. You do something nefarious, you're going to get time.
Correct.
Excessive use of the whip. So there's a lot of play, but it's camaraderie and being together, but you're doing your best on your horse.
I'm glad that we spoke about that, and as you mentioned, it is an individual sport, but this is a team event. Race number 7. I mentioned I liked your horse earlier on, called Ice Kingdom. Yep, and it's just coincidence we're doing the show together, Paul. Which I have you here because maybe you can shed some light, because I like your horse here called 8, Master of Law.
Yeah, had a couple of runs for me. Dees, he ran the first race. There were 2 on the poly. We were looking to see how he'd do on the poly. He ran 3rd in a strong race, Dees. And we sat him just off them. And Muzi came back, he was very pleased and said, this horse gave me a wonderful feel. I ran him next time. He was up there with the pace, stayed on. And I was bitterly disappointed because he hadn't come forward.
Yes.
And we got him home and his pectorals were so sore. We got him home with a Ferretic machine. So he's lived on that Ferretic machine. He's moving beautifully. I think he's going to come into the race as he did for his debut run for us. And his work at home is very good. He's by Legislate. And I know when he got beat the other day, the horse who beat him was by Legislate. Legislate was never a fertile stallion, but threw some decent horses. And this horse has got ability, Dees. I'm quite big on him too.
He arrived in the province of a 77, racing predominantly all of his career on the turf.
Yeah.
Now from a 77, they've dropped him down slightly to a 74, racing 2 times on the poly track. I think back on the turf, Paul, it's a small field. It's a small field as well, so the draw is not that much of an issue.
That's what made me look at it and say, his chances are enhanced by his opposition, who he's taking on,
Yes. And I think now that he's having the 3rd run for you, you mentioned, I'll give you a bit more confidence. If you pull out that penultimate start behind Runaway Song, you'll see that Runaway Song has won again.
Yes.
More importantly, 2nd in that race was Paul Peters' horse,
Yes.
Swing Upon a Star.
That's right.
That went start to finish on our big feature race day, winning a very good race.
Form's very strong, these.
Form's good. So we both like number 8, Master of Law. Looking past him, I will make it a field race, Paul.
Yeah, when I looked at it, I thought earlier up the page here is what's it? 6 hot sticks. The form isn't too bad. It's coming back to a mile I'd give that a chance, definitely. And then the horse that's just turned 3,
Yes.
Pure Maverick, was a 2-year-old a month ago, the United States horse. How good that form is, I don't know, but they've given him a hell of a mirror rating of 88.
Yeah, he ran in that selected BSA race where he was hopelessly out of his ground from a poor draw. He was starting to, catch the eye, but was he making enough progress to keep you interested? You're going to have to be the judge of that. Paul mentioned his rating of 88 as a one-time winner. What has he beaten down in Cape Town? His form line looks to be fair. You pull out the form lines, they are winners. But we'll see if he is up to this task of running to a rating of 88, number 7, Pure Maverick. The balance of the runners, I mentioned, if you're not in the camp of 8, Master of Law, that'll keep you interested. He'll be a priceless horse. There are horses you can make a strong case of. You can add to that.
Forest Jump.
Yeah, Forest Jump.
6-year-old.
Forest Jump, on his day is very decent. He's shown it. I've battled to catch him on the right day, number 5, Forest Jump. Double Martini, Sean Terry's runner. His last start was a bit disappointing, but his form prior to that, good. So it is a tricky race. But the value could be with number 8, Master of Law from the stable of Paul Lafferty, with the KZN Royals rider up, Danielson Raymond.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote Schuur hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.